According to William Shakespeare, small cheer and great welcome makes a merry feast. Though today we don't have any arrangement of actual feast, DELL has arranged something very special for you, which will serve as a visual feast. My dear teachers, colleagues, students, and other audiences, I would like to welcome you all to our online orientation program. Months ago, students of 37th batch joined this department. But because of the pandemic situation, DELL could not arrange any orientation program for them. So, Premier University Department of English Language and Literature has come up with the idea of this orientation program to cheer them up and to get them acquainted to the department in a very unique way. Before starting this program, I would like to give special thanks to our Honorable Chairman, Mr. Sadat Zaman Khan sir, and our Honorable Advisor of Premier University DELL Cultural Club, Rumana Chaudhary ma'am, for their kind support and cooperation. I am Dvita Chaudhary, Coordinator of the 37th batch of DELL, welcoming all my dear students to our beloved department. Let us first take a sneak peek to our beautiful campus. My dear students, you have joined this department during a very challenging situation. Before even understanding this department, you are compelled to stay at your home because of the sudden outbreak of COVID-19. So, today's program will begin with a brief introduction to our wonderful faculty members. DELL faculty members have always been very supportive towards their students. They always support their students with their care, academic guidelines, and counseling. Now, our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Anupam Sen Sir, will deliver his valuable speech for the new members of our department.
Message from the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Anupam Sen. I am very happy to learn that the Department of English Language and Literature is going to arrange an online orientation program for the students of 37th batch of this department. As English is the leading language of the world, it is imperative for us to master it in order to carry out international communication. English is not only a commercial language of the world, but a universal language in which we find great works of literature, philosophy, science, and social science. At this point, however, it is worth mentioning that the knowledge of English helped us to usher in the Bengali Renaissance in the 19th century. We had access to Western language, its arts and sciences through English language, and this language enabled us to reach the zenith of our creativity in the 19th and 20th centuries. DELL, I know, is playing a key role by preparing a group of students in English language and literature so that they will be able to successfully compete in this globalized world and thus contribute to our economy and culture. And these graduating students, I strongly believe, have the required store of knowledge to establish their mark in society. I wish all the freshers a very happy and prosperous future.
Our English department is lucky enough to have a teacher and a mentor like Professor Dr. Muidulalam Sir. He, with his beacon of knowledge, is constantly enlightening and advising not only the students but also the faculty members of this department. Now, Professor Dr. Muidulalam Sir, Dean of Faculties of Arts and Social Sciences, will deliver his speech, which will be a lifetime guideline for the students of this department.
Good evening. I welcome warm-heartedly the freshers who have taken admission in our Department of English Language and Literature of Premier University with great expectations. And in my welcoming speech today, I will try to boost their confidence so that in their engagement with the department activities for the next 4 to 5 years, they will remain well guided about what to do and what not to do. Basically, when we speak about students of English literature, we believe that these students have admitted themselves to an English department because they think about themselves greatly in a global way, because English is the number one international language in terms of the billions of people who speak in this language, and also the wide range of publications that are regularly brought out in English. So when a student studies English literature and language, he actually is embarking upon a twofold mission. One is to acquire the language that has the highest respect in the body of world languages, and also they study a literature which spreads over almost like 1200 years. So from this point of view, the students get exposed to a world of miracles and wonders and dreams side by side the very practical necessity of widening their understanding about life and people, about the nations of the world, and also about our own motherland, Bangladesh. Now, herein we may encounter a riddle here that when a student studies English literature, he is directly confronted with the challenge that English as a foreign language throws at him, and also the strong pull of our own literature and our language, which also is I will say, both a freedom and a constraint. Freedom in the sense that he can use the consciousness about his mother tongue in order to establish communication with a foreign tongue, and constrained in the sense, as many linguists prefer to hold, is that sometimes the mother tongue interference poses to be a hindrance or constraint on the learning of a foreign language. I would rather suggest that let us hold it in a balance, so that the foreign language is learned and at the same time the mother tongue does not pose to be a hindrance but rather a contributory factor. It is rather easy to breathe over this problem if our interest in one language is invested. Automatically, the interest will also spread to the other language. What I mean to say is not a hypothesis here, but it is based on facts or the experiences that we have gone through in the context of this English and Bengali relationship, is that one who is good in Bengali, naturally he also is good in English, or vice versa. One who is good in English, naturally his command of the Bengali language is equally good. This we have seen by looking at the profiles of outstanding literatures, writers and thinkers from our own country, and I can give you a list of at least 50 people who were very good in Bengali because their English was very good, or because they were good in English, because they were good in English, their command of Bengali was good too. But in a department, the focus is much narrower than what I have been sort of focusing on. Here, the fact is that the students have to acquire the mastery of the language through hard work, through painstaking labor, and through continuous efforts. Developing one's command of the English language does not come over the night. It is a result that comes after years of commitment to improving oneself in the language, in English language. So the syllabus which is prescribed for the students is basically chartered to meeting their needs, in the sense that they will be able to develop their level of the use of English language, and also simultaneously they will be able to widen their understanding of life and also of course literature. This is easier to say than to do, because the fact is a very well-grounded fact that if a student does not labor on a daily basis after improving his English, he will lag behind. That is for sure. I, as a teacher with a career spanning over more than 4 decades, I can attest to this fact that I have never seen a student who has excelled well in his subject without hard labor. We all recognize that students are naturally very talented. Young students are more so. They are given to producing things just by sheer power of the natural gift. But to be very frank with you, it is never adequate just to depend on your genius or on your talent. Samuel Johnson or maybe John Dryden, one of these, had very nicely said that genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. Perspiration means sweating. That is, you have to sweat yourself from your crown to the toe in order to be moderately well in English. So with these few words, I again offer you, metaphorically speaking, I offer you the roses and the roses flower, and I dream that you will also have a very rosy passage so long as you will stay with us in this department. With these words, the students, I would like to take farewell from you for now and hope that after this pandemic panic is over, we will be again meeting physically in the classroom situation where we will see your faces on a physical basis. So thank you very much. Have a great day. Have a great night here. Bye bye. Take care.
A department can never be an organized one without an efficient captain. And that role has been fulfilled by none other than our Honorable Chairman, Mr. Sadat Zaman Khan sir. Sir has been working incessantly with full dedication for the betterment of this department. Now, Mr. Sadat Zaman Khan, Chairman of DELL, will convey some messages to the students of the 37th batch of DELL through his speech.
Dear students, welcome to the Department of English Language and Literature. First of all, I certainly congratulate you for choosing this department for your undergraduate program. This is very important for you that these 4 years that will certainly give you a kind of direction for your life, and that is the reason why it is so important that you must invest the ample amount of labor, and your perseverance is really important. One of the most important thing that I would like to say, that many of the students do come to English department from Bengali medium. Means that their curriculum, they read their curriculum in Bengali, and that is the reason when you come to English department, you find that there is a huge gap in standard in terms of properly acclimatizing with the language, and that is exactly where you fall short. And in the first year, I would like to say that you need to invest labor to build up your language, so that in the coming years, when you will be offered more courses on literature, for example, you will be offered Shakespeare's plays or Dickens' novels, D.H. Lawrence's novels, and modern poetry, for example, there are many challenging courses. So you will be able to find those courses rewarding only if you have a strong language background. And if you do not have such, you need to really develop this strong language background in the first 6 months. Because we will be offering you some language courses in order to do that, and we would like to see that you have really improved within this space of time, and you will be able to adjust with the standard. You can really create a benchmark, and you'll be able to adjust with the standard, existing standard of the Department of English Language and Literature of the Premier University. It is also important that you also need to find a way to express yourself. So language is, if I say that language is an umbrella term, there are a lot of smaller things to do. And, language learning is a matter of skill in terms of its reading, writing, speaking, and listening. And therefore, in all 4 branches, you need to have a very strong command, and your command will be able to give you an impetus to get on with your language skills, and it is certainly going to give you a very important trust, I would say, to understand and appreciate English literature. English literature is very rewarding because when you read literature, you also try to learn languages. You are learning new vocabularies, you are learning new expressions, you are learning even the attitudes, because language is a complete thing. You cannot really separate it from culture and other aspects. So you are also learning a certain kind of attitude, and we are offering you history, philosophy. With all these things, your language gets stronger, and also you develop a deep delve sense of psychological maturity, which is really, really very important for a student of English literature. So when you come here in this department, you come as a raw material, and when you go out of this department, you go out as a finished product. That's what we really want to see, and this is the results that we expect from you. And that is the reason I would like to ask you all, don't waste your time right from the very beginning. Try to invest your labor. Hard work and perseverance would certainly make you a fitting student and will certainly be able to give you a benchmark. And that's what is important. So let me finish with Tennyson's poem: to strive, to see, to find, and not to wield. And that should be the kind of determination that you need to have when you become a student of English department and you pursue your knowledge and scholarship. Thank you very much. Hope your time in English department will be a profitable one. Thank you.
My dear students, you have just started your journey as graduate students. This 4 years journey will enrich you with many memories. As your coordinator, I will advise you to act like a student and behave like a student. Never disrespect your teachers and always respect your teacher's decision. Be attentive, be regular, and last but not the least, try to be a good human being. Because a student of literature may not be a good doctor of human body, but he or she can be a good doctor of human mind. With that note, I will welcome you again to this beautiful department with lots of love and best wishes. DELL has arranged a small cultural treat in order to entertain our new birds. So wasting no time, let's enjoy the cultural segment of this orientation program.
এসো শ্যামল সুন্দর, এসো শ্যামল সুন্দর, আনো তব তাপহরা তৃষাভরা সঙ্গ সুধা, বিরোহিণী চাহিয়া আছে আকাশে শ্যামল সুন্দর, এসো শ্যামল সুন্দর। সেজে ব্যথিত হৃদয় আছে বিছাই তোমার কুঞ্জ পথে সজল ছায়াতে, ব্যথিত হৃদয় আছে বিছাই তোমার কুঞ্জ পথে সজল ছায়াতে, নয়নে জাগিছে করুণ রাগিনী শ্যামল সুন্দর, এসো শ্যামল সুন্দর। মুকুল রেখেছে গাঁথিয়া বাজিছে অঙ্গনে মিলন বাঁশরি, বকুল মুকুল রেখেছে গাঁথিয়া বাজিছে অঙ্গনে মিলন বাঁশরি, আমার সাথে তোমার মন্দিরা চঞ্চল নৃত্যের বাজিবে ছন্দে সে, আমার সাথে তোমার মন্দিরা চঞ্চল নৃত্যের বাজিবে ছন্দে সে, বাজিবে কঙ্কণ বাজিবে কিঙ্কিণী, বাজিবে কঙ্কণ বাজিবে কিঙ্কিণী, ঝঙ্কারিবে মঞ্জির রুনু রুনু শ্যামল সুন্দর, এসো শ্যামল সুন্দর, আনো তব তাপহরা তৃষাভরা সঙ্গ সুধা, বিরোহিণী চাহিয়া আছে আকাশে শ্যামল সুন্দর, এসো শ্যামল সুন্দর, এসো শ্যামল সুন্দর।
Dost thou know who made thee, gave thee life, and bid thee feed by the stream and o'er the mead? Give thee clothing of delight, softest clothing, fully bright. Give thee such a tender voice, making all the waves rejoice. Little lamb, who made thee? Dost thou know who made thee? Little lamb, I'll tell thee. Little lamb, I'll tell thee. He's called by thy name, for he calls himself a child. He is meek and he is mild. He became a little child. I, a child, and thou, a lamb, were called by his name. Little lamb, God bless thee. Little lamb, God bless thee.
আমার মুক্তি আলোয় আলোয় এই আকাশে, আমার মুক্তি আলোয়
Assalamu alaikum and greetings to all the honored teachers and my classmates in today's event. I am Shantanundi. I am a student of English Department of Premier University. I am blessed to be a part of today's orientation program. Premier University is the key to my dream. I am proud to have the opportunity to study in such a university. Every teacher in this department is very sincere and cooperative. We are all aware of the current situation, though we cannot go to our favorite campus for COVID 19. Our regular class exams are all happening online. It doesn't seem to be a problem to us to take classes because our subject teachers take our classes with enough sincerity. But still, we are missing our favorite campus. Many things have changed with this short period of time. This is the law of nature. The new ones come and the old ones say goodbye. But the chatter of the closed continues day after day, month after month, year after year. We are hoping that our campus will be again filled with stories, songs, and love of the teachers. Human life is a collection of memories. People want to live with their favorite memories that are created on their way of lives. Premier University is one of my favorite memories. Unfortunately, this lockdown has compelled us to stay at home. But this orientation program has opened for us another door of opportunity to create some good memories. For this reason, I am thankful the Department of English Language and Literature. I will talk no more. Stay safe and healthy. And let's pray for the world so that the world can overcome the current situation. Thank you.
নিঝুম সন্ধ্যায় পান্থ পাখিরা বুঝিবা পথ ভুলে যায় কুলায় যেতে যেতে কে যেন কাকুলি আমারে দিয়ে যেতে চায় নিঝুম সন্ধ্যায় দূর পাহাড়ে উদাস মেঘের দেশে ওই গোধূলি রঙিন সোহাগ মিশে বনের মরমরে বাতাস চুপি চুপি বনের মরমরে বাতাস চুপি চুপি ইবাসি ফেলে রাখে হায় নিঝুম সন্ধ্যায় পান্থ পাখিরা বুঝিবা পথ ভুলে যায় নিঝুম সন্ধ্যায় কোন অপরূপ অরূপ রূপের রাগে সুর হয়ে রয় আমার গানের আগে স্বপ্ন কথা কলি ফোটে কি ফোটে না স্বপ্ন কথা কলি ফোটে কি ফোটে না সুরভি তবু আখি ছায় নিঝুম সন্ধ্যায় পান্থ পাখিরা বুঝিবা পথ ভুলে যায় কুলায় যেতে যেতে কে যেন কাকলি আমারে দিয়ে যেতে চায় নিঝুম সন্ধ্যায় Going up tonight changes into something red. Her mother doesn't like that kind of dress. Everything she never had, she's showing off. Driving too fast, moon is breaking through her hair. She said it was something that she won't forget. Having no regrets is all that she really wants. We're only getting older, baby, and I've been thinking about you lately. Does it ever drive you crazy? Tell just how fast the night changes. Everything that you've ever dreamed of disappearing when you wake up. But there's nothing to be afraid of. Even when the night changes, it will never change me and you. Teasing her tonight, doubts are running round her head. He's waiting, hides behind a cigarette. Heart is beating loud, she doesn't want it to stop. Moving too fast, moon is lighting up her skin. She's falling, doesn't even know it yet. Having no regrets is all that she really wants. We're only getting older, baby, and I've been thinking about you lately. Does it ever drive you crazy just how fast the night changes? Everything that you've ever dreamed of disappearing when you wake up. But there's nothing to be afraid of. Even when the night changes, it will never change me and you. Going out tonight changes into something real. Her mother doesn't like that kind of dress. Reminds her of the missing piece of innocence she lost. We're only getting older, baby, and I've been thinking about you lately. Does it ever drive you crazy just how fast the night changes? Everything that you've ever dreamed of disappearing when you wake up. But there's nothing to be afraid of. Even when the night changes, it will never change, baby. It will never change, baby. It will never change me and you.
Ga ga ma ma ga ma ga sa ma ga ma ga sa ni pa ma ga.
Ga ma pa ga ma ga sa ma ga ma ga sa ni pa ma ga. তোমাকে ভালোবেসে কোথায় যাব শেষে জানি না, সেই দেশে চিরাগো আছে কি না। তবে সে আন্ধারে নিখাদে গান্ধারে কে তাকে প্রাণ ধারে প্রেয়সী তোমা বিনা। যদি বা প্রাণ যায় যেন না গান যায়, হৃদয় উজান যায় তাকে তো রাখা যায় না। তোমাকে ভালোবেসে কোথায় যাব শেষে জানি না, সেই দেশে চিরাগো আছে কি না। তবে সে আন্ধারে নিখাদে গান্ধারে কে তাকে প্রাণ ধারে প্রেয়সী তোমা বিনা। যদি বা প্রাণ যায় যেন না গান যায়, হৃদয় উজান যায় তাকে তো রাখা যায় না।
গামা পানি বামা পা গামা সা গা,
গামা বা গামা নি বা নি মা বা গামা,
পানি সা মা গা সা গামা নি পা গামা পানি,
গামা বা গামা পানি সা গামা বা গামা বা গামা গা নি 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 গা নি। সেই উজানের মন স্পর্শ সঙ্গোপন, যেখানে ছৌ তাকে ভাঙবে তমসাকে এমনই সম্মোহন। সেই মনেরই নাম জানলে পাল্টাতাম, নীরবে সংযোগে রেখেছি মনোযোগে দিন কিছু দাম। তোমাকে ভালোবেসে কোথায় যাব শেষে জানি না সেই দেশে চিরাগো আছে কিনা। তবে সে আন্ধারে নিখারে গান্ধারে কে তাকে প্রাণধারে প্রেয়সী তোমা বিনা। যদি বা প্রাণ যায় যেন না গান যায়, হৃদয় উজান যায় তাকে তো রাখা যায় না। তোমাকে ভালোবেসে কোথায় যাব শেষে জানি না সেই দেশে চিরাগো আছে কিনা।